Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Twitcast. That's right. I finally decided on a name for it. I didn't have it by this time last time, but now I do. So, today we have a very special guest. Name is it's Minmo. Minmo, how you doing today?
Hi. I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm great. So it's great to have you on today. We're gonna have a fun conversation.
Yeah, I'm super happy to be here. Super excited.
Hell yeah. So, I don't know if some of you might not know about Minmo. She's a bit of a smaller creator than last time, but I want this show to, it doesn't just have to be the big boys. You can have a big range and variety of characters. Just fun people. So, Minmo, why don't you tell everybody what you're all about?
Well, I guess a few things that people associate me with is like pink and
Yes,
probably
right.
super scribbly art style. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Pink and scribbles. You see that
Yeah.
from your icon.
Yeah. Well, I can say that part of the reason I started on Twitter was just, to get my work out there and show people, some little ideas and stuff that I had in my head, and
Hell yeah. That's awesome. It's the great thing about the internet nowadays is anyone can, share and get a sizable audience from that.
Yeah.
You can share with, it's like a democracy of ideas. I've heard it described as.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So, Minmo, you're an artist, of course. And you're also a bit of a gamer girl. Is that right?
Oh. Oh yes.
Ooh,
I'm
a girl that plays
super-
games. Wow.
I
I've
know.
never heard of that.
a novel idea, but yeah. I mean, I do a bit of gaming, that's for sure. I mean, it says in my bio.
Your character here has a little creeper on the hoodie. It's adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Me and Minmo have actually been playing some Minecraft together recently. We have our own little survival server. That's been pretty fun. So yeah.
Pretty neat, pretty poggers, as gamers would say,
That's right. Does your gaming lifestyle kind of bleed into your art a lot, or are they kind of...
Stylistically, I wouldn't say so, although I am kind of considering maybe doing some 8-bit stuff, in the future, like pixel art and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Kind of.
It's always fun.
But, yeah, I mean, maybe the fact that I'm a casual gamer is part of the reason my art style is so casual, I guess. I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah, pixel art's always been one of those things that, like, has always mesmerized me, because I could never... Like, I always was doing it, Everyone goes on to MS Paint and, pixels around on there. So I have these, like... So my earliest artworks are, like, these pixel things inspired by, like, games like Habbo and stuff, that kind of isometric style.
Oh.
But, like, I've never quite, like, it's one of those things that I haven't mastered. I haven't really fostered it as my art career goes along.
Right.
And so when I see, like, these really rendered pixel art things, that's one of the things that just kind of blows my mind. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it like
I can't even imagine how to do that.
I mean, it's so fascinating because, like, it's such a simplistic, like, concept, but, like, when you really get into it, it almost seems like it'd be more complicated than just, like, regular line art. Like,
right. Instead of just, like...
It's all about... Oh, go ahead.
Instead of just, like, sketching out the lines, you're kind of like, where each pixel goes kind of matters, and it's something to consider, aside from just, having free range to put any lines anywhere you want, especially at a lower scale. You really gotta economize those pixels.
Right. And I think another thing too is, like, color theory is, like, a big thing with, like, pixel art. Like,
right.
I'm assuming. I mean, I have friends who do pixel art.
You're
and that's
assuming.
what I've heard.
I'm sure color theory is, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but yeah, the color theory is also something that I've never really been dialed in on. I don't know. I just kind of pick colors haphazardly maybe that's something I should pay more attention to as I kind of go along. As like an animator first, colors are kind of an afterthought. That's like the last step is coloring the thing. It's like,
right.
Well, I guess I'll just kind of, do these colors. John Bob's great because his character design is just like, he has a white shirt because that's, you know, when you're designing a character, you're like, okay, I'll give him a blue shirt because they're, creative, and, I'll give him a green shirt because it's kind of quirky. No, John Bob has a white shirt because
a blank slate.
It's like a Nilla wafer.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tasty.
So, how did you first get into art? It's kind of an interesting thing to explore.
Well, I guess it kind of started when I was like about 12, so I'm not super cool in the fact that I've been drawing since I was like 5 or anything.
Yeah, some of us were, drawing on walls at 3 years old, so...
Right. Yeah, it was definitely something that I got into as like a preteen. And,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I started out mainly just doing like, I guess like fan art and stuff.
Hell yeah.
I made a lot of self-inserts.
So like...
I remember that was a big thing.
Did you get to art, were you springboarded by like a certain series or cartoon or something like that, or?
A few things. I remember, being really into, alright, don't kill me, Homestuck at the time.
Hell yeah,
Homestuck. Homestuck. Yeah, that was definitely something that little Minmo was like...
never gotten into Homestuck. That's like... It's one of those things that's like, you gotta watch it, and like, you read the first couple episodes, like, what is this?
Oh,
it's one of those...
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't as fortunate enough to be like, dialed into that,
It's really the only webcomic I've ever really delved into, but,
yeah.
I guess...
That's cool.
I started drawing fan art for that, and, yeah,
Sweet.
Pretty much just did a little bit of I actually did a little bit of Pixar for,
Really? Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, a little.
We're all a little bit homestuck with the quarantine right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. That was like I've heard. No, that's a funny little meme. No, I don't really want to talk about the quarantine. That seems like something that'd be like an obvious thing to touch into, but like, I don't know. It just seems so boring. So welcome back into class. Please write a 300-word essay on how the quarantine has affected your life. No, that just kind of exhausts me thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot has happened, but like, then again, I don't want to write about it. I don't want to write. I don't want to sit down and have to remember every little thing,
Enough about the, awful stuff going on in the real world. Let's get back
more about
into
Minecraft doodling.
Minecraft. So, how about those Minecraft creepers? Pretty great.
You know what? They're my friends.
Hell yeah.
You chill.
Yeah, so I don't know if this tweet, the Twitcast kind of has twit in the name, so maybe we should bring it back to Twitter a bit. I don't know. Do you get a lot of I don't know. Twitter's kind of a cesspit of humanity. I've had a lot of conversations with other people about like, just negative stuff or like annoying stuff. I don't know. Do you get a lot of do you have to deal with a lot of drama and all that stuff on Twitter, or are you kind of sequestered or in your own little chill corner of the internet?
Part of the nice thing about not having a ginormous following right now is really just kind of getting to focus in on smaller communities and just closer friends and stuff. I mean, so I don't really actually get into a whole lot of drama and stuff, the stuff the stuff that kind of art Twitter has a bit of a reputation for. I don't really get into that.
I'd like to go back to a simpler time. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, man, I used to be in my own little bubble, and that was nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I might take I've been thinking about I've been generally thinking about taking a break from Twitter recently.
Honestly,
just because of stuff that's been bothering me.
I think I mean, I've been kind of on a break for the past few weeks. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
as people probably have noticed, I haven't been uploading like a whole lot. But that's mostly just because of school and stuff, and it can
right.
get a little overwhelming, you know, at times.
Definitely.
So it's definitely nice to just like step back, take a breather, you know, focus on other stuff, and then once you're ready, get back into it, you know?
Yeah, I'm not really the best at that. I kind of have to be creating 24/7, and I feel like I'm, you know,
understand.
being lazy or something. So I've kind of been having a hard time stepping back. And actually, I've kind of been in this weird, like, state of, like, disillusionment and kind of like, you know, people say I'm having art block and stuff when I describe it to them, so that's probably, you know, a good assessment. But I just can't really take a break and refresh and then come back to it. It's kind of interesting. I don't really work that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I've definitely been feeling the same way. I guess like all throughout quarantine, actually, I've been kind of like not posting a whole lot because like
I think a lot of people can relate.
Yeah, it's almost as if like I have too much time on my hands now. I mean, like, you know, I have a job, but like I'm still at home for most of the week, and I guess like
you're home stuck for most of the. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
It's
awful.
I guess it makes me feel like I could be like doing like other stuff, I guess. Like while I'm sitting at my desk and whatnot. I don't know, It's just such a weird feeling. I don't know how to describe it.
Definitely. Yeah.
But, I mean, I definitely plan on getting back into the swing of things like pretty soon. Once school starts and everything, I'm sure that, you know, things will get a little bit easier to work with.
It's kind of funny how that works, because I felt the same thing. Like when it's summer and like you can kind of, you know, you have so much free time, you're kind of paralyzed by all the different things you could do.
Yeah, that's the word.
And I'm kind of feeling like, okay, well, like school's starting up for me in a bit, and I'm kind of like, you know, not looking forward to that. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I'll probably, you know, get that jump start of like, oh, well, now that I'm, you know, I'll not be sleeping in at ungodly hours of the day, and I'll be like kind of, you know, it's like a little kick in the ass, and I can kind of, okay, well, now that I'm doing school and stuff, this stuff's boring. I want to reward my brain with little treats, like I get to animate something today now. Instead of when before that was just the dreary, like, oh, I have to animate something today. Now it's like, ooh, it's a little bit of a motivation factor.
I finally have time to animate. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you have I don't know, do you have any interesting hobbies besides, like, you know, art, of course, and gaming that you want to touch on? It's okay if you don't.
Well,
like I said in the last episode, it's like that's kind of the only thing I do is animate.
Honestly, I mean, those are definitely my biggest ones. But
one of my biggest hobbies is saying hell yeah in response to everything, so if you haven't noticed.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, I say poggers to pretty much, like... Oh yeah,
poggers champion, dude.
It's taking, like, all of my willpower not to just consistently say that.
Is that a meme? Is poggers a meme, or is it more of, like, a attitude, would you say?
At this point, I'm unsure.
Is poggers gonna die out? Is that way. Is it gonna become a dead meme? Are you gonna say poggers and people say, "Whoa, that's a little bit of a dead meme right there, buddy"?
Honestly,
I don't know.
Probably. It already kind of is. I just kind of use it as an expression now. I think it's gonna like.
It's an attitude.
Take a consistent.
It's a way of life,
effort
really.
To not say it. Poggers is the way of life. You're right. The life of a true gamer.
The gamer. The life of the gamer.
The big G.
All right. Well, I've had a great time today. We talked about, you know, being a gamer and being an artist and being a pogger.
Very important things to talk about.
Very good conversation. Do you wanna plug anything before we wrap things up today? Your Twitter.
I don't really think I have much to plug, although I mean, I might in the future since I'm considering doing streaming at some point.
Ooh, streaming, gamer girl, let's go.
Probably next year, but like, I don't know. With how this year's been going, I have no idea when I'll finally just get up and say, all right, let's start being a true gamer girl.
For sure. Well, we'll be looking out for you. At It's Minmo on Twitter.com. People.
Yeah.
Watch out for that. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, Minmo. It was fun.
All right. I had a great time. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much to everyone for listening on this episode of Twitcast. And we love you all. Thank you.